Yo! So today I want to really look into the design of my base. And of course we've had a lot of new pieces added, not only the canvas pieces, but we've also added things like grass and sand floors. So I've moved everything out here just so it's completely out of the way until we find space for it. But I want to take a look at what it actually takes to make some of these grass floors. So here we have them here, turfy floors, and we also have sandy floors. Now sandy floors only require sand, very cool. But for the turfy floors, we actually need logs and we need water. Okay, so I'm going to set up a little wood farm here so we can start bringing in the logs, and we can also set up a water purification center here, mix in the both and actually generate our grass floors automatically. So we'll get our monos in there, we'll get our tree above, and then we can just have our water purification center around the outside. And I'm even going to have it sorted because I think I'm going to use coconut trees to allow me to get straw at the same time. Okay, so what I have set up here, let me get some droppers on. Let's just get a few on there just to make sure that keeps going. So what I have set up here, and we've got to get this running fully a moment. Let me get some stuff put in. So we want the logs going out that side. The straw's going to go right the way through, and then I'm going to put the coconuts to come out this side. So what I have here is I have a coconut tree being cut by a sawbot, which is instantly absorbed and shot into the sorting machine here. I have the coconuts going left, which I also have the mono healing that's keeping the tree alive up there. The eggs, the cactuses, all that stuff is also coming all over to this chest, which will essentially just be a picture book chest or whatever. So that's the waste, basically. The logs come all the way through. They go on the right-hand side. They are then met by all of these water purifiers with droppers on them, which is firing it into this machine here, which is auto crafting our grass turfy floors. And the straw will just go out the end and be collected into this end box here. So this will stay running forever now. I have just got to leave this for a little while and let it build up, and we will then have pretty much infinite grass floors. But this is a bit of a weird design. It's not one that I would normally go for, but it is an improvement on the original tree farm. So if you guys want to see a guide on how to set up the proper version of this without the water purifiers and all that kind of thing, then remember to drop a like and let me know down in the comments below. So the game is about to go to nighttime, so let's leave this to AFK overnight. And by the morning, we should have enough grassy floors to do everything we want in our base. But although messy, it is an automated grass floor farm. Okay, so there we go. We should have plenty of grass floors now. We've got more than enough. That is great. Okay, let's head back to the base. So I think I'm just going to put a few down out the front out here just to make it not look like it's on such an empty island. I don't really know what I'm going to do with the front of the building yet, but I think this is just a cool option. And maybe we bring in some of those canvas cubes as well to put a kind of fence around it. I think that would look really cool. Now, if you notice, some of the grass is actually different color, and you actually have to pick it back up, rotate it, and then try again. So you have to make sure it's always rotated it the same way, like so. So we're going to pick it back up. We're going to just keep rotating it until we get it that lighter green. There we go. Okay. Now this one should be the same, right? There, but you can see it's done it over here as well. That's kind of really weird, but I guess that's also cool because you could do like patterned grass, like a football pitch if you wanted to, but kind of frustrating at the same time. There we go, that looks better. Now, one really annoying thing is I'm trying to put down these canvas cubes, but you can't put them on top of floors. You can only put them where floors aren't, but you can place the floors in afterwards. So I'm gonna have to actually pick up the floors, put the cubes down, then put the floors back down. They did actually bring an update out today that allowed us to ungridlock the blocks, so I'm kind of surprised they didn't fix that as well, but hopefully they do in the future because it's kind of annoying. Never mind, we'll put it all in first like this, and then we'll bring in the floors afterwards. Now, unfortunately, because they won't let me put the grass floors in before, I'm gonna have to hope this will all look okay by the end of it. Kind of have have no way to tell if this is going to look okay, but I have faith in my designs. So I think that looks kind of cool. And the way I wanted to do this was I wanted this little gap here so I could put some smaller kind of bushes and flowers in here, and then the bigger trees on the outside here. So let's put some of this grass back in. I think for now I'm going to stick with the dark gray, but again, I'm going to go round and do a bit of color changes and things once we've got it a bit more built up. But currently I don't really know what the finished design is going to look like to even bother with colors right now. Plus this gray is just kind of clean. I do like it. It obviously is just a little bit boring, so I will make some changes. We need to get some green in here for sure. I feel like the warning on our equipment going to break comes up a little bit too early, and then you've got to deal with that little binging noise every time you color something or pick something up with your retrieving rod, and it actually still lasts quite a long time after it says it's going to break. So I'm a bit confused. I don't get why it comes up so early. I guess it makes sense for weapons and things if you're in like a boss fight, but hopefully one day they can separate that with the tools, because it does get very annoying. You know what? That actually looks pretty sick. Yes, the grass is different colors and I'll go around and match them. I wanted to see what the wall idea would look like, and I'm actually pretty impressed with that. That looks really cool. Of course, we'll have some trees in there to separate it, and this is going to be built out as well. But for the entrance, this is kind of sick. So if you didn't see, Palworld actually appeared at the Future Game Show, and they showed us some new footage. It's looking wild. Definitely go and check it out. I will be doing a lot of Palworld gameplay when that game does drop. I did a reaction on my channel. Go and check it out. The trailer just looks amazing, and they are actually having a Q&A session where they are answering some of the questions submitted by the community. So I'm going to do a video where I'll break down everything we currently know about Palworld. But these grass floors are amazing. Look how much of a difference this makes just to have a nice little grass path here. I'm thinking I'm going to put something cool in, like a swimming pool or something. Before a Caztecx factory, this isn't too bad. Now, I know this episode has been a bit random. We've just been messing around with grass floors and putting the wall in around the outside of the base. But I want to do more building content. I do so many videos based around automations and guides, and the last episode of this playthrough was pretty much all boss rush. So I do want to mix it up when it comes to this series. I don't want to be set on one particular topic or focusing on what just brings in views. I want to be able to do whatever we want. That just allows me to keep everything separate. And for those of you that want to keep updated with the series, then this series will be here in its own playlist and be its own thing. But for those of you that just want the guides, then they'll be accessible as well. So although this series is random, I do really enjoy it. It allows me to just mess around with things and get a little bit creative, and I get feedback from you guys in the comments, which is awesome. So for this episode's featured comment from the last video, we have Vincent Valentine, who says, "Man, I need this setup. Could you do a build setup for Boss Rush and Fafnir? I'm struggling with both." Thank you for your comment, Vincent, and yes, I do have a Boss Rush guide coming out, and I have class guides coming out as well. As I've mentioned previously, they're just very difficult to do, but I promise you I'm trying my absolute hardest to drop at least my magic build, and then we can go on to other classes after that. I've just never done that type of video before. I'm completely new to it, but I promise you I'm working it out. But again, if you guys need any help with your builds, whether that be enchants or whatever, join the Discord. The Discord is the place to be. There'll be a link down in the description below. We also have dedicated sections just to Craftopia builds, just to give you some inspiration. But I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please do drop a like and subscribe. Remember to drop a comment down below, and maybe your comment will feature in the next episode. But most importantly, enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace!